Work with what you have in life. Work with what you have right now. I often hear a lot of people say that they couldn't achieve something that they set their mind into because they don't have this, they don't have that. And I say bullshit to that in some cases because I do believe that there are instances wherein like we can't really do anything about it, you know? I personally believe that yes, but most of the time I hear these excuses from people that they can't move forward because of certain things, because they don't have this, because they don't have that. But when I see the things that they have, it's more than other people, and those people can actually do something and move forward. And what I'm basically saying is their excuses, you know, their excuses to remain idle, to remain where you are now, to not put in the hard work, to not be tired, to not feel the pain, to not be judged. And I understand that, coming from personal experience, that there was a time in my life wherein I couldn't and wouldn't want to move forward because I was so scared of a lot of things, when I was younger, because when you become an adult, you take these responsibilities with you. It's like you were born again, but this time you have more responsibilities. You have people that you have to take care of. You have relationships that you need to maintain and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is we can always do something to move forward with what we have, with the people that we have, with the things that we have, even without the things that we wish that we have right now, to move forward, to achieve that goal that we always had our eyes on, because a lot of the times people make excuses, and I understand why, because it's easier. It's easier to make up excuses, to not put in the hard work, to not study harder, to not work harder. It's understandable, of course, but it's not, or it shouldn't be acceptable. You shouldn't personally accept that. When you observe that already within yourself, if you observe yourself, or if you catch yourself making excuses, I can't do this because I only have this thing. It's not the latest one, it's not the newest one, or I don't have enough money to buy this item that I need to improve my performance, or something like that. Most of the time, those are just excuses that we tell ourselves to not move forward, to not go for it, because we're scared that we might fail. We're scared that people might judge us. But in general, what we're most scared of is failing and disappointing yourself. It's scary, and it's an unpleasant feeling when you disappoint yourself, coming from personal experience, I've disappointed myself plenty of times. And there was also a time wherein as I've said earlier, that I couldn't move forward anymore because I was scared of a lot of things. And one of those things, and one of the main things, is because I don't want to disappoint myself again, to be in that position again, because it was hard to move forward. It was hard to accept once you get to that point. But it takes it just takes one step. Just take the first step. Take the first step. It doesn't matter how far it is. It doesn't matter when you take it. What matters most is you take it. You take the first step. Because once you do, I'm telling you this coming from experience, once you do take that first step, yes, there will still be fear. You will most likely be scared. But at least you're prepared now to accept anything, any outcome, any hurdles that might come to you, because you've taken that first step. It's a sign of courage, like it's a sign of accepting what will occur at the end of this decision that you're making. And that's great, no? Because once you take that first step, you take on this new journey with you, with what you currently have, not wishing having the things that you don't, just to move forward, not having the latest things, not having the mindset that you should have for it, because mindset shouldn't be acquired. It should be learned. You should learn to set the mindset moving forward. Because a lot of people watch, for example, motivational videos, motivational speeches from people. Don't get me wrong, those are great, to motivate other people, yes. But a lot of times, they get misinterpreted, that once you just set your mind to it, when you have the correct mindset, that things will just work out on themselves. No, they won't. You still have to put the hard work, the dedication, the discipline to go where you want to be. And I just get lost in thought sometimes, because when you have the free time, at the end of the day, you just have your mind wandering around, thinking about the past, thinking about the decisions that you've made before, where you are now, where you want to go. And this topic is one of the things that came to mind earlier that I wanted to talk about. And I don't know, it's just, maybe again, this is, in a way, this is for myself, and for other people who are also experiencing things, who are also experiencing this, who need to hear this, that we have to learn to work with what we have in life to move forward. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter where we are in life. It doesn't matter who are the people around us. We just have to make it happen. you have to take that first step. Take that interview, take that job application, you know, review more, study hard, study harder, interact more with people. You know, it doesn't only apply with it doesn't only apply with the career that you want to take. This kind of mindset should be applied in general in your life. You know, it's part of being satisfied with what we have in life. I know I've talked about in my previous video that, you know, humans are naturally unsatisfied with what they have and wanting more, which inherently isn't a bad thing. But a lot of times it pushes you to do things that you shouldn't do. And again, that's another topic. What this basically boils down to is to move forward. You know, don't be afraid to take the first step. Don't be afraid to be judged by other people. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. You know, when I say that, it's really resonating with me because I failed a lot of things and a lot of times in my life, and it's only recently that I've accepted those failures like wholeheartedly, that they're not purely failures. They've taught me something. I know for a fact that they've taught me something, you know, even small ones, and surely bigger lessons as well. Again, I'm yapping and yapping again. I don't know what I'm saying again. I hope I'm making sense in some way, and I hope you're not bored. I'm not boring you again. And I know this one's, you know, a bit different compared to my previous videos. This one's a bit shorter because, you know, I just had this thought earlier that I wanted to talk about. Just want to talk about it, you know. And I hope you learned something. Hopefully. And if you've made it this far in this video, thank you so much. And I hope to see you in the next one as well. Stay awesome.